How to attract wealth and abundance fast. No one tells you this. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money, opportunities, and abundance so effortlessly, while others work harder and harder but nothing seems to change? The truth is, wealth isn't just about working longer hours or hustling endlessly. It's about understanding certain hidden principle secrets that schools never teach and society rarely talks about. Today, I'm going to reveal how you can shift your mindset, energy, and actions to start attracting wealth and abundance fast. And along the way, I'll share real stories from across the globe that prove these principles work in real life. Stick around until the end, because one story might just be the turning point for your financial future. Lesson 1. Wealth starts in the mind before money ever shows up in your bank account. It shows up in your mind. Think about it. The wealthiest people don't necessarily have more hours in a day than you or me. They simply think differently about opportunities, value, and possibilities. If your mindset is trapped in fear, scarcity, and self-doubt, even if money comes your way, you'll find a way to lose it. But if your mind is tuned toward abundance, creativity, and solutions, you'll attract wealth in forms you didn't even expect. This isn't magic, it's psychology and energy combined. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. Born into poverty in rural Mississippi, she had every reason to believe she was destined for a hard life. But instead of letting circumstances define her, Oprah rewired her mind. She constantly visualized herself living a bigger life, speaking to millions, and making an impact. Even when she had nothing, she trained her thoughts toward abundance. Fast forward years later, Oprah is not just a billionaire, she's one of the most influential women in the world. Her wealth didn't begin with money. It began with her mindset. Lesson. If your mind can't hold wealth, your hands won't either. Lesson 2. Energy attracts energy. You've probably heard the phrase, like attracts like. In wealth creation, this is absolutely true. Your energy, whether positive, confident, and open, or negative, fearful, and doubtful, directly determines the kind of opportunities that find you. Think of yourself like a magnet. If you vibrate with scarcity, you'll only pull in scarcity. But if you vibrate with abundance, generosity, and confidence, the right people, ideas, and money flow your way naturally. Consider the story of Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba. Early in his life, Jack faced rejection after rejection. He was turned down by dozens of jobs, including KFC, and even failed multiple times trying to enter college. Most people would have sunk into negativity, but Jack kept his energy light, hopeful, and abundant. He believed he could create something big for China, even when he had no money or resources. That mindset and energy attracted the right people and investors to his vision. Today, Alibaba is one of the biggest companies in the world, and Jack Ma is worth billions. Lesson. Your energy sets the tone for your financial destiny. Lesson 3. Generosity unlocks flow. This may sound backward, but one of the fastest ways to attract wealth is to give even when you don't feel like you have much. Why? Because generosity creates flow. When you give value, money, or help, you signal to your subconscious and the universe that you already live in abundance. Scarcity hoards. Abundance shares. And the more you share, the more life finds a way to return it back to you, sometimes multiplied. Let's look at Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men of the 19th century. Carnegie grew up poor in Scotland and moved to the US with almost nothing. After building a steel empire, he could have hoarded his billions. But instead, Carnegie became known for his massive philanthropy. He built thousands of libraries, schools, and institutions across America and beyond. Guess what happened? His influence, reputation, and wealth continued to expand even as he gave away money. People wanted to work with him because they saw him as someone who lifted others up. Lesson. The hand that gives is never empty. Lesson 4. Action creates momentum. Visualization and positive thinking are powerful, but without action, they're just daydreams. The wealthiest people take bold, consistent steps toward their goals. Even when they don't see the full picture, they move forward anyway. Each small action creates momentum, and momentum compounds into results. Elon Musk is a perfect example. Born in South Africa, he dreamed of shaping the future. But instead of just dreaming, he took massive action, moving to the US, coding software, selling startups, and reinvesting his money into big, risky ventures like SpaceX and Tesla. At one point, both companies were on the verge of collapse. Most people would have quit, but Musk kept taking action, pouring everything back into his vision. Today, Tesla is worth hundreds of billions, and SpaceX is changing space travel. Lesson: dreams plus action equal abundance. Lesson 5: your circle shapes your wealth. Who you surround yourself with can either limit or multiply your abundance. If everyone around you complains, doubts, and plays small, you'll unconsciously shrink your own vision. But if you spend time with people who think big, take risks, and believe in possibilities, your mindset expands. Wealth is contagious when you're in the right circle. In Silicon Valley, there's a famous story about the PayPal mafia. This group of young entrepreneurs, including Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, and Reid Hoffman, all worked together at PayPal. After PayPal was sold, they didn't just stop there. They went on to create or invest in companies like Tesla, LinkedIn, SpaceX, and YouTube. Why? Because they were surrounded by ambitious thinkers who encouraged each other to aim higher. Their circle created a ripple of wealth that changed the tech world. Lesson: your environment can be your greatest asset or your biggest limitation. So here's the truth. Attracting wealth and abundance isn't about luck or working until you collapse. It's about aligning your mindset, your energy, your generosity, your actions, and your circle. The moment you shift these 5 things, you'll notice opportunities appearing where they never existed before. If you got value from this, hit the like button, drop a comment with the principle that hit you the hardest, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe because I've got even deeper wealth secrets coming your way every week. Let's build